Release of your new book of short stories. It's going to release that in Bombay. I also want to, talk about a very kind thing that Mr. Narola did for me many years ago. He didn't know who I was. He didn't know what I write. But I just requested him one evening that can you just come and release one of my books at the IAC, and he did it without even 1 minute of hesitation. So I really want to say that, when he comes out with these new books almost every 6 months, he's so prolific. It really inspires a lot of us to move forward and forge ahead on our literary career paths. I want to acknowledge the presence of very fine poets who've read before me. I've really relished every line, enjoyed the different poems that have been read. I want to thank dear friends who've made an effort to come this evening, fellow poets who also write so beautifully but are not reading today. This theme is very close to my heart, and thanks to Mr. Leo Tolstoy and now Donald Trump, I think war and peace are completely juxtaposed. So I love the way the title is given in the invite, if you've seen it, is Poetry for Peace and then in brackets, why war? So I want to start with a couple of haiku which I've written in the traditional Japanese format of 575 on both war and peace. War ends. The dregs of warfare lie desolate on the ground. A dove swoops downwards. This is peace. A dove sighs in joy, cuts across the silver sky, circling olive trees. I love this line from Thomas Hardy, which he has put and says that there but for the grace of God go I. And I think that's what life has become now with terrorism and what I would call the Third World War. So there is a poem now called Peace with No Refrain. There are no roses in my garden now. No lilacs adorn my lawn. Just a few thorny bushes spiked up in the burning sun. Smoke curls up in the air from the debris all around. You came that night and torched my home. Memories mangled on the ground. I am a mere boy, just 10 years old. Let me go, uncle, please, from your hold. You laughed, swung the gun around, shot down my friends on the cold school ground. I am a local citizen, living here of old, I said, and you let me go. Killed instead my girlfriend for the hijab she wouldn't sport. I lie silent on ground zero now, my bones interned in rubble and dusty saw. Candles bring me life when 9/11 comes, but the wings of your plane still smell of nasty burn. You destroy, you bomb, you shoot me at will. I am a vulnerable target, do what you will. In the name of God and a nation, you sacrifice mercy and compassion. And then you ask, is the war over? It hasn't even begun, I say. This Third World War that has blown our peace away. This new age war of terror and angst. No truck convoys, no mighty tanks, no fight for space, for oil, for goods. Just unknown fear lurking in the woods of religion and its defamed sphinx. Blood and burns and bursts of flames. And you still ask, is the war over? No, it isn't, I shout out loud. Can't you understand this is long drawn out? This global fight of terror and angst, a Hiroshima without its fatal bomb, that ghetto without its chamber bed, silent Vietnam fields, noiseless in the air. A plea to flee is what I beg of you, you inhuman traitor without a name, for where can you belong in this shame? You hide behind blinded eyes that say, watch your step. My terrorism is here to stay. This shroud of darkness I cannot bear. I long to flee from this in despair. My legs are heavy. I cannot run, cannot leave behind a life well spun. I have no choice. I pick up pen, write a poem that has no end, no beginning, no middle, not even a name. For the theme is peace with no refrain. After all this mayhem and what is the solution, and we've lived with this for years, I have my own definition of peace which I'm trying hard to follow. A little piece of peace. A little piece of peace lies within me, an untouched, calm serenity, an island of certitude, an oasis of security, a beacon of perennial hope. No one can touch it, nothing can scar it, no act of violence can mar it, unless I choose to let it happen so, until I decide to let it go. This haven of heavenly slice that lies smiling under cloudy skies, the self smaller than a grain of sand, bigger than any mortal plan, pure as it was when it came to me, the self omniscient, wondrous mystery, the soul that I must preserve with prayers and silent meditation on the gods who sent it to me. This little piece of peace that must forever lie within me.